Cool, sure thing. Yeah, hey, David, hope you're doing well back home. Yeah, obviously the big news today that you're re-signing for an additional 2 years above the year you already kind of had. So is it fair to say you're keen to kind of commit the rest of your career to Wellington and whether it's those 3 years or, whether you re-sign again after that?
Yeah, I think so. I think it comes to a point where obviously I had a year left on the deal and, for my wife and kids and obviously what we'd been through and stuff like that, I approached the club and, it pretty much got done quite swiftly in terms of I wanted to stay and they wanted to keep me. So it's perfect in terms of I can get back and settle down properly. And yeah, I think that, there's players in this league that have gone on 38, 39 quite comfortably. And I think with myself and the way I look after myself and do things right, I think there's got every chance to play to them years. And I think that doing this as well, it gives me a chance to potentially become a Kiwi as well, which will, help in the long run and potentially stay for as long as possible. Yeah.
Yeah. So because it was in the press release, it's something you've kind of spoken about before, playing for New Zealand is actually something that you would like to do if that did become a possibility.
Yeah, look, it always goes down to if you at the time and when it comes round, if you're good enough and you're playing and you're fit enough and based on those sort of things. But if I could put myself in a position to do that, it would be amazing. It would be an amazing story and something that I can myself look to as a target as well, which would be amazing.
Yeah, because in the last couple of years as well, it's been pretty tough on you in particular with the COVID situation and with your family. Why, despite all of that, have you guys gone, we still want to be in Wellington and, you're still keen to come back here?
I think from our, that's the first 7 months and sort of those 3 months when we came back for that little spell, I think we've really found it was a place where we enjoyed to be with our children. I really enjoyed my football playing here and I was playing really well at that time just before COVID, and I felt like everything was just in a great place. And we've sort of held on to that. We came back for a little while and got the same feeling. So we knew deep down that it was something that we'd want to do. We've got a great support network there. And look, I love the people at the club. There's some great people at the club. Everyone's been fantastic throughout this hard sort of spell, especially with me having family. The club's been great with me and done everything by me to sort of get by at times. You know what I mean? So I feel like I owe it to myself, I owe it to my family to give it a right good go in Wellington.
Yeah, and just a final one before I pass on to the other guys. You obviously played with the injured toe for the last kind of month and a half. What was the reason for wanting to do that, and kind of what's the latest in terms of what needs to be done on it now?
Yeah, I think first and foremost it was, we'd got to a great position in the campaign, and I didn't want my season to be over. And as me and the manager, we spoke, and he wanted me to carry on if I was willing to, and I was willing to. And I think that it was good for me to be on the pitch with the lads and be another experienced player out on the pitch. And I think it was tough, it was hard, and it took its toll on me in terms of getting the injections. They want the nicest of things, and I just wanted to still be there and not feel like I was, when you get injured you are a bit of an outcast. It's hard, mentally it's tough, but I just wanted to be around the lads and try and help. I just wanted to help and be a part of it, and hopefully I did that. Yeah, so your other question, I've been told by the surgeon I've got to pretty much have 6 to 8 weeks off feet, just to give it some time to settle down, because it's quite angry from probably getting those injections. It's still quite swollen up, and he said he needs a bit of rest before he has a look at it, but he said I should be fine for pre-season.
Cool. Cheers, mate.
Barry Guy, RNZ Sport. David, how are you?
Oh, yeah.
So you plan to play for a number of years yet, but if you're looking long term to be a New Zealander, is coaching or something that you're keen to get involved in?
Yeah, definitely. I think I've always said I wanted to stay in football. I've done my UEFA B course license. Did that a few years ago. I signed up for the A license, but COVID obviously disrupted that, and I couldn't get on the course this summer to do back in the UK. So it's something that I'm definitely going to do over the next few years. And yeah, it's something that I love the game. That's all I've known for the last, since I was 7, first time my contract. So that's all I've known. So it's just what I want to do for the rest of me career and life if I can.
And can I just ask, so the season we've just finished, where was your family during that?
They was back at my wife's mum's in Liverpool since January time.
And just fine, I'm just looking around behind you. What side of Manchester is your dad? I can't see anything there. Is he celebrating or the rubbish side?
He's a red. My City shirts are up above me now at the moment. From when I've been on the bench in my youth cup shirt. So the two behind me, 2 of my promotion shirts that was in my house. So he pretty much, when I left my house to go to Wellington, he pretty much took everything, my trophy cabinet, and put it in his office. So that's where I am now.
Good stuff. Thank you.
No problem.
David Sullivan here from Newstuff. How's it going, mate?
Hi, mate. You're right.
I just kind of had a question in regards to, I guess, you've signed on, you've recommitted, but you've got 8 to 9 players that, dispersed from the Phoenix. I mean, in terms of player recruitment, what are you and maybe the team, and I just want to get from your point of view, kind of what do the Phoenix want to look at in terms of the next players that they want to recruit? And what are you guys looking for?
Well, I think the manager's always been pretty shrewd in terms of his business, and especially the foreigners. I think he's done really well. The Aussie lads that have come over have all come over here and done very well. So he knows what he needs, and he knows the players what he wants. And I think hopefully this time we can get the foreigners in, the 5 slots done, and he can get them in early and done and dusted, and we can start a season with a pretty full squad. The ones we have kept, we've got some great young talent coming through who've probably had more games than they should have this year, but that's for next year is going to be fantastic for us as a team. I think we've still got that current, if you look at the spine of a team, we have still got that spine of the team that's been together for 3 years. There's some lads that I've played with over 3 years. You've got Ollie, Payne, Roofs, and Lewis now. We've got a real good spine of a team of lads now that are coming into great ages and got a bit of experience behind them. So I think as long as we have that sort of crop that's been there, and we had some talent to it, that we have obviously lost some good lads and real good players that I've enjoyed playing with. But if we can always add to that sort of spine and get that right, I think we've always got a great chance.
Thank you.
Barry Guy here again, David. Just touching on that, while you said that get some foreign players in, the way the setup with the Phoenix, with the young players coming through, and the emphasis they have for that, do you think they can continue to compete and get better and contend for a title with the young crop of New Zealand players that they want to expose?
Yeah, definitely. I think over the past 2 seasons, it's took a long time to get a settled side, and like I said, but within them 2 years, these players have had time to grow a little and be coached under the manager. So I think we're coming into a scenario where they're getting better each year. And look, we as the foreigners, we're here to be consistent and help those young lads come through even better. And yeah, I think there's enough talent there. We've just got to obviously that's the manager's job, not mine. He's going to obviously bring in some foreigners to help strengthen that. But I think we've got a great crop of young talent.
Any final questions, guys?
I've just got a couple more, because David, in terms of wanting to play for New Zealand, was there a particular moment that kind of led to wanting to do that? Has it just been kind of now that you've been at the club for so many years?
No, I think sort of when I came out here, I came out at probably an earlier age than most foreigners sort of come out. I came out at 29, and my date, it wasn't as if I didn't have clubs calling me in England to stay there for the time being, and I felt like if I came out at a good age, I could really put myself into a position where I could stay out for the long term if I do well, and after probably 18 months into it, I felt like it was something I'd want to do, and if I can get that opportunity, then amazing. I've just got to keep myself fit and keep playing well, and hopefully get that residency, and that'd be amazing.
Yeah, because do you know if by being based in Australia, that complicates trying to get citizenship or anything like that?
I'll have to ask Gillies, my man. I've been onto him, but I think because obviously I've been a tax resident in New Zealand for that time, so hopefully that bodes well, and hopefully if I can write some sort of a letter to the right people to tell them that I obviously wanted to be in New Zealand but I couldn't, and see whether that works. Yeah,
and in terms of you're back home in England at the moment. When was the last time you were there?
It's when I left. It's 3 years ago. Yeah, so I'd not seen any of my family or friends. I'd seen my dad just recently in Australia. He got to come out when the borders changed, which was great. But that was only recently. I'd not seen my mum for 3 years, and any of my sisters, brothers, all the kids. So they've all changed and grown up, and it's been quite strange, to be honest. But it's been really refreshing. I've already been here a week. I feel refreshed, and it's quite exciting. I'm excited to sort of enjoy my time here now and then get back. Yeah, well, hopefully you better get them over to Wellington for a game. Yeah, that's another thing as well. They haven't had a chance to come out either, so that's something for the future as well. Yeah, and it was touched on before in terms of recruitment. We saw Reno get a goal and an assist against Barcelona last night. Is he someone that will leave a bit of a hole in it? Take a bit of creativity to replace him. Yeah, I think Reno sort of was come on each year. I think he's got better and better, and I think that's probably down to the manager and bringing him in and getting him up to speed and stuff like that. But if any team lost him in the league, it'd be a big loss. He's a good, talented player, but it's football, and it opens up a hole for someone else to come in and take that position, whether that is a foreign player or someone a Kiwi or an Aussie player. I think he's done great for the club, Reno, and we all wish him the best. It's a decision that's hard to do in football, and you've got to do it sometimes, and we all understand. Yeah, and just a final one. Because with Scott coming in, he was a player I think you spoke to and knew prior to coming to the Phoenix. When there are a couple of import spots open, do you have other players reach out to you from back in the UK? Do you talk to players that that are coming off contract? Yeah, you'll be surprised. I get loads of phone calls, to be honest. More so than you want. If I do get any that's serious, and I actually think serious, and that would come out here, not just that wants to come out here and make us better, like Scott. Scott was desperate to come out and have an opportunity and take it, and he's come out and done really well. But yeah, there's players text me all the time, so I just send them on to Chiefy and see and tell him to have a little look. But yeah, I'll always help, and if I can, and if it's the right player for the club and the right sort of character as well.
Awesome, cool. Enjoy your off season back home.
Thanks, mate.
And we'll finish it there. Thank you very much, Borley.
Thanks very much. Thanks, guys.